Good morning, everyone. How are you? Just do super quick sound check. Make sure we have sound, which we should, but it's always nice to triple check. Um, okay. Okay, sounds like we have sound. Although, I'm going to mute this. And then I can see the comments over here. So, oh, okay, let's see. Well, it's muted again. There we go. How's everyone doing today? It's a little bit chilly again in Utah, where we're at. We had a little storm blow through yesterday, and it's like it is spring again, late winter. So I've got my slippers on and my sweats and my sweatshirt and my little space heater in my sewing room. So, oh gosh, we are coming off Shop Hop. It was so much fun. We had a great time. We saw almost 1,400 people at least. Um, that's about the amount of patterns that we passed out. So that was so exciting to get to see that many of you. And we hope that you guys like the pattern and the quilts. So if you missed it, go back and watch. I had a couple lives last week and you can see what I'm talking about. We had the theme of Dolly Parton. It was so much fun. Also, those of you who came and or watched the lives last week know that Fran was not feeling well last week, and so she actually missed most of Shop Hop, which was so sad. But I do have good news to report that she is feeling much, much better. She even started to feel better near the end of Shop Hop, but knew that she needed to rest to get all the way better. So I did want to announce that. And just let you all know that she's doing well, and thank you for your kind wishes for her. So she is actually heading to a trade show, which is why it's just me today in my home studio. So she's heading to a trade show. So hopefully next week we'll have some fun things to show you from her trade show. So that can be kind of exciting. I always love it when I get to stay home and do this from home, and then I'm in my sewing room and I just usually sew after I get finished with all of my work that I have to do here. So that's exciting for me because sometimes, I don't know about you, but sometimes getting into my sewing room is so hard. I'll say, oh, I'll just do one more load of laundry, or oh, I'll just, you know, hurry and do these dishes really quick, or whatever. I do all the things I'm supposed to do, and then I never make it up here. Or I think, because my sewing room's upstairs. So if I'm downstairs and I think, oh, I don't want to walk upstairs. So maybe it's just me. I would love to know if you have the same experience of sometimes just getting in your sewing room is all that you need. And then all of a sudden you're here and you can get all sorts of stuff done. So, okay, I did want to announce the winners of our drawing. So for those of you who came to Shop Hop, you might have seen we had a little display of what our prizes were. So every store at the Shop Hop had drawings, and they had 3 different prizes. One prize was a $250 gift card to the our store. Another prize was a gift basket worth $100, at least $100, and another prize was a bundle of 25 fat quarters. So Fran drew those, or she actually had Stan, her husband, draw those yesterday, and then she had to report that to the Shop Hop group. So all of the numbers, or all of the winners, have been drawn, and you might have already even seen or been notified, but we wanted to announce it here so that everyone could know. So the winner of the $250 gift card is Joni Perkins, and the winner of the $100 gift basket is Sue Tubbs. And the winner of the Fat Quarter Bundle is Barbara Monson. So we hope that some of you might have won, even if you didn't win at our store. That's the kind of cool thing, is you get entered in. I never win anything. So I was not surprised that I didn't win anything. But anyway, so congratulations to Joni, Sue, and Barbara. All of those prizes are amazing prizes. And so we're happy to be able to announce those winners. The other thing that happened at Shop Hop last week is we had a bunch of our previous Shop Hop quilts displayed. So every year we have a Shop Hop quilt and free pattern during Shop Hop, and then we sell those patterns after Shop Hop because a lot of time and effort goes into creating those patterns. And so we had a bunch of those older ones displayed, which was so fun to go back and look at the ones that we loved for previous Shop Hops and the different themes that we had and all of that. And many of you really loved those patterns because we sold several of those patterns. So we were excited to be able to share them again with you. Now, we're having a little contest. You have one more week to enter. Fran and I will be doing the drawing next Tuesday. So what we need you to do is, if you have made any of our previous Shop Hop quilts, including this year's one, if you want to hurry and make it, because it's not that difficult of a one. If you have made it and finished it, then post a picture on social media and tag Village Dry Goods, or email it to fran@villagedrygoods.com. So you've got two ways to enter. Tag us on social media with a picture of your finished quilt, or send an email to fran@villagedrygoods.com. Now, it needs to be a Shop Hop quilt. Previous years, we've had row by rows or some different kind of travel around to different stores kind of quilts. But that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about an actual Shop Hop quilt. So your pattern, at least in the last several years, would have come in a page protector. And it probably would say something about Shop Hop on it, like Shop Hop, Village Dry Goods Shop Hop quilt 2019, something like that. So we have a bunch of those, and we're super excited. So that's a fun contest. And the winner of that contest wins a kit to make this year's Shop Hop quilt. So the 9-patch, Disappearing 9-patch, 9 to 5 was the name of the pattern. So, and we sold out of those kits on the second day of Shop Hop. So this is the only way to get our original kit, is by winning this contest. So if you have any questions, comment, and I will try and answer those questions for you. So, I just wanted to do a quick check-in. We talked beginning of January about setting a goal and accomplishing something, doing something this year. We kind of talked about it as a yearly goal, but you could definitely do something more monthly or quarterly or even weekly if you want. We just wanted you to be able to maybe be motivated by a goal or something. And I shared previous goals that I had. As a new quilter, one of my goals, I think the very first goal I had was a good 1/4 inch. And I worked really hard on working on my 1/4 inch, and it really improved my quilting, my accuracy. Then I think the next year I really focused on cutting, and I focused on making sure that when I cut, I was really accurate and measuring really accurately and all of those things. So there's a ton of different goals. I'm trying to remember the goals that people wrote down. I'll have to go back and find my notes on that. Oh, Ken said he got done with his goal. I can't remember what your goal was. I know Fran has a very specific quilt that she wants to get quilted this year. I don't know that she's had much time to work on it yet, but anyway, so there's all sorts of different goals, and we really want it to be personal for you. Someone said, I remember the comments, that they were going to try and sew 15 minutes a day. Love that. Another goal is maybe trying to organize a little section in your sewing room. And I'm not going to be able to give all the different examples of goals. And there's no rules per se, other than we would love for you to work on something. So, I had 2 goals this year. One of my goals was to do a scalloped edge on a quilt, which I have not done yet. And another goal was to do a flanged binding, which I don't think I had ever done. So I did a teeny tiny one, which I don't know if I even know where that is at the moment. Oh no, I do. It's right here. I will show you. So I did a very teeny tiny one as a little mug rug, And it's definitely not perfect, but it was the perfect practice little guy on. So that was my very first one. And then I've done a couple more small projects, but it's been so much fun to do it. So I've done this one. And so my flange is this red flange with a striped binding, which I love the striped binding, especially on a diagonal. And I don't know that you could see, but my flange is actually scrappy because that's the fabric I had left from this project. So this is the mini swoon pattern by Camille Ross Kelly, and I love it. So, and this project I've actually had done for several years, but I finally got it quilted and bound. So I'm super excited about that. And then I took a class from Pam Buddha a couple of years ago. If you remember, she actually came to our store. Village Dragas won a contest with Marcus Fabrics, and Pam got to come out, and she taught some classes. We had a retreat. It was so much fun. So I took that retreat and took those classes from Pam, and we made these small projects. And I did a flange binding on this, and I adore it on this. So it's got a nice big black border, not big because these are small projects, but I did an orange flange with a black binding, and I love it. And then there's this one here, same thing. And I used the same binding. I made them both at the same time. So this pattern's called Haunted Halloween, and it's got 3 mini projects in it. So these are 2 of the 3. Aren't they gorgeous? They're made from her Cheddar and Cole fabric. And she is actually coming out. Cheddar and Cole was so popular. She came out with Cheddar and Cole 2, and then Cheddar and Cole 3, I believe, comes out this summer. Comes out soon. I think it's this summer. So, and I love it. And I was just telling someone this the other day. I would have never said that I loved orange, but I love these fabrics, and I love cheddar. I love it. So anyway, I think as a quilter, I love all the colors now. Maybe not all the colors am I going to look good in and buy clothing in or something, or, you know, buy furniture in or something, but in a quilt, I love every color, and I think there's a place for it all. I don't know how many of you have talked to Fran. She does not love purple. My daughter does not love red. So there's different people who have different feelings about colors, but I really love them all. So, okay. So I wanted to show you those things. So I feel like I've really accomplished my flanged binding goal, and I think I will use it oftentimes. So we did a demonstration, a couple months ago on flanged binding and one of our previous Village Vibes. So I will link it in the comments. I've had to go through, well, Facebook is dropping all of our old Village Vibes, so you can't go see them all on our Facebook page anymore. I think they haven't dropped them yet, but they're going to drop them. But I upload all of our Village Vibes Facebook Lives to YouTube. And so if you can't watch it live, you can go watch it on YouTube, or if you want to go look at an older one, you can watch it on YouTube. So I will load it or link it from YouTube. Go link the other one. In that demonstration, we gave you the measurements that the flange, which we call the accent fabric, it should be 1.75 inches. And then the main fabric, which looks like the bigger fabric, but it's actually not, is 1.5 inches. Now, those are the measurements for a 2.5 inch binding. So if you like to cut your bindings typically at 2.5 inches, then your accent would be 1.75 inches. Your main would be 1.5 inches. Now, I typically cut my bindings at 2.25, especially on small projects. I feel like that's a better size for me. So the measurements for that is your accent needs to be 1.5 inches and your outside needs to be 1.25 inches. So I tried that out on these projects and it worked really well. So those are the measurements that you need. And so it was really fun. Had a great time doing it. You end up machine sewing down your binding. So that is also something that I am practicing as well. And so it's really fun. So if you can check in with your goals, and Ken was getting featherweights out of the shop, getting them accomplished. So that's exciting. Check in with us and let us know how you're doing on your goals. If you've accomplished your goals for this year, pick another one. Start working on something else. But I will say it has been pretty significant in my quilting journey to have those goals, work on something small for a long period of time, just make it become a habit, and it's worked out great. So I have been working on finishing up projects. I've been extremely motivated to do that. I'm actually pressing some binding right now to finish up a couple of more things. I have 4 things to bind right now that I was able to get quilted a couple of weeks ago. And so I'm excited to get those things finished up. So I'm going to try and get at least 1 or 2 done today. So that will be exciting. Okay, well, those are all of the things that I have to talk about today. I hope that you guys had fun watching. I will link the previous flange binding tutorial for you. And yeah, I think that's about it. So I hope you have a great day. I'm going to stay in my warm sewing room and sew today. And it does look like the sun has come out. The sun didn't come out much yesterday, but it does look like the sun has come out. And and I have some tape on my window. I don't know if that really annoys me. I should sit over here and block the tape in the window. We have to put in a window air conditioning unit in my sewing room, and I have to tape some different parts of it around my window. So it's not very attractive looking, but it's effective. So that's what I do. So anyway, okay, well, have a great day. Please be kind to yourself, be kind to others. Try and brighten someone's day and pass some love around, and it will come back to you. So thanks so much. And you guys are the best. And I will be back next week with Fran. Hopefully, we've been apart for a couple weeks now. And I will be back next week, and we will have a contest winner and be able to hopefully show you some things from her trade show. So goodbye, everyone.